Hello, dear children, and welcome to another session of your ICT class. I am Kritika, and today we will be discussing the chapter Operating System and Graphical User Interface. This is the first chapter of your book, which is Computer Learning by Sumita Arora. Now, in this chapter, the presentation will cover the following topics, and I'll be discussing what is an operating system, what are the functions of operating system, what is an interface, what are its types, and at last, what are the different types of operating system. Now, before starting, we all should know about the computer system. The computer comprises of hardware, software, and thirdly, the operating system. The hardware is all those parts that we can touch. The software are the parts of the computer system that helps in governing any type of operation. And now the time has come to discuss about the operating system. An operating system is a program that acts as an interface, which is also known as a bridge between the user and the hardware. Or we can say an operating system is a program that is the first thing loaded into a computer whenever we turn on the computer. An operating system has the capability to interact with the user and make proper functioning of all the softwares. Now, what is the need of an operating system? As we all know, the computer is made up of hardware, software, and operating system. The hardware is nothing but finely designed machine. A machine is not capable to do anything if it is not made to function properly, if its programming is not done. So, the operating system is just like the secretary, which acts according to the orders provided by the different softwares. Fine. So this is all about operating system. For example, the primary goal of an operating system is to make computer system convenient to use, and the secondary goal is to use computer hardware in an efficient manner. This is about operating system. The operating system has different functions, namely program execution, handling input and output operation, manipulation of files, error handling and detection, resource allocation, accounting, information, and resource protection. Now, the program execution is meant to run various programs, whether they are used by the system or are used by a particular machine's functioning. So, for the proper functioning or execution of different things in the system, operating system plays a very important role. To handle input and output operations is only done with the help of operating system. For example, if we receive any command from the keyboard, it is done in an appropriate manner just because of the operating system. Now, manipulation of the file system. It helps whether any particular file is to be stored in a pen drive or a CD. So such types of decisions regarding the storage of files and any kind of functioning of the file system is done with the help of operating system. Error detection and handling is also responsible because of the operating system. If there are any errors, if any software does not work properly, if it is hanging without any reason, the operating system is only responsible because it might happen if the software or a program is not updated. Next is resource allocation. Now, resources are the means from where any type of information is collected. So, resource allocation aims at the proper use of resources available. For example, if files are to be printed, then which task is to be followed is done with the help of operating system, or we can say is decided by the operating system. Accounting means an operating system keeps an account of the functioning of what types of errors have been occurring in a program or in any kind of language that we are using for creating softwares. These all are the different types of functions that are performed by an operating system. Now, all the services are ensured by the functioning of an operating system. The operating system offers different functions for the proper functioning or proper maintenance of the computer system. So, these are the general functions, or you can say features, of an operating system. As explained, an operating system acts as a bridge between the user and the hardware. So, what is a bridge? What is this bridge now, with the help of which a computer's operating system is capable of performing all the actions? It is the user interface. Now, user interface is a way to interact with operating system or a specific way to give instructions to it. Fine. So, we will take an example. If you have a modern washing machine that is used to wash different types of clothes, it only works when we choose or press instructions button. This type of functioning done by a washing machine is known as an interface. So, a user interface is nothing but the way to interact with the operating system to make it function and follow the instructions given by the user properly. Alright, now the user interface is categorized into two types: command based interface and graphical user interface, or we can say command user interface and graphical user interface, or we can say user interface can also be defined as the mode and form of interaction between the user and the computer. User interface tells the operating system to follow the instructions and commands, and hence helps in producing appropriate results as per the need and requirement of the user. The next that we are going to discuss are different types of interfaces. The first one is command based interface, or character user interface, or command user interface. Generally, character user interface is referred as CUI. This user interface was designed earlier when the system did not have any graphics. It only worked by typing commands from the keyboard. It was generally used to get results by typing different types of commands. For example, to open any program, the user was required to write a set of commands. It did not have any kind of mouse clicks or any type of selections that were to be performed by the user. So, character user interface was popular in earlier times when there were no graphics in the computer systems. As you can see, the screen is mentioned. There is an image of CUI which has a black screen along with some commands written on it. The example of command user interface is command prompt. It is a type of interface that works by following certain commands and producing results as per the need of the user. CUI works only after receiving commands. So, if anybody wants any kind of execution, they need to write long programs or a single closing window program with a multiple set of statements. This is command user interface or character user interface. It does not have any kind of graphics. It does not show any type of images. On the other hand, there is GUI, graphical user interface. It is originated so that it can be used for the proper working using mouse clicks rather than typing multiple lines of codes. Over the time, it was realized that mugging up with commands was not very efficient, because keeping in mind all the commands to perform multiple tasks was a very tiring process. So, in place of that, a new revolution occurred and GUI systems were introduced. GUI systems used mouse clicks rather than typing multiple lines of commands. So, if a user wants any type of function to be performed, it can be done with the help of a mouse click. Nowadays, all the computer systems and smartphones or smart devices are equipped with graphical user interface only, and we can use any type of program or any type of function with the help of a mouse click or any type of selection. We can use different types of hardware devices to perform any different type of or any kind of function as per our requirement. Now GUI has a lot of advantages over CUI systems. GUI systems are easy to use. You can explore different types of ways to work around with the help of GUI because it does not allow multiple commands to be typed. Instead, you can simply click or drag items with the help of GUI. In GUI, learning complicated commands it is not at all required because all the work is done either by mouse clicks or using any type of pointing device. With the help of help system included in the GUI interface, the working becomes really very easy because if you are not able to do any kind of work, simply clicking on the help menu will give you a list of options or a list of steps that will direct you to work properly without making any kind of mistakes. However, GUI systems can also be experienced slow for programmers to use because a lot of programs or a lot of functions are performed simultaneously that makes the GUI systems sometimes slow to use. But otherwise, generally GUI systems are more compatible and more easy to use as compared to CUI systems. This is all about interfaces and different types of interfaces. Now, the next topics that we are going to discuss are the types of operating system. We should all know that there are not only one type of operating system. As per the requirement of the modern times, the operating systems have been broadly classified into different categories. And these categories are single user operating system, multi user operating system, multi-processing operating system, multitasking operating system, and multi-threading operating system. In the window here, you can see the types which are already in the boxes. Now, the first type of operating system is a single user operating system. It refers to an operating system which is only used by a single person or a single individual. It only supports a single user at one or different times. The example of single user operating system are Microsoft DOS, dot operating system, Windows 3.1 and Windows 95. These were very earlier used when the systems were freshly invented. The another type of operating system is multi-user operating system. A multi-user operating system allows multiple users. It does not allow a single user, but it allows multiple users to use the same computer at same or different times. The examples of multi-user operating systems are Linux, Unix, Windows Vista, Windows 7, 8, 10, and Windows XP. The single user operating system and the multi user operating systems are specially designed for users that work at an individual institution or organization or at their own particular places. So, these are the operating system that are used by individuals or group of people. Another type of operating systems are multiprocessing, multitasking, and multi-threading. Now, before learning about the multiprocessing operating system, we all should know what is a process. A process can be defined as a series of tasks or a series of events. So, a multiprocessing operating system utilizes more than one computer processor to make different types of functions or operations possible. Its examples are Linux, Unix, Windows XP, Windows 7, Windows 10, Windows 8, and Windows NT, etc. The multitasking operating system. So now tasking means to perform different types of works to different types of functions. The multitasking operating system has the capability of performing or using multiple softwares to run at a same time. For example, if you are using Microsoft Word along with Paint or some other software, it is possible because we have installed a multitasking operating system. So, a multitasking operating system allows users or user to do different types of work on different types of softwares at the same time. So, the examples of multitasking operating system are Unix, Windows 7, 8, Windows 10, Windows XP, etc. The last type of operating system is multi-threading. The multi-threading operating system allows different softwares to run simultaneously. Threads are different types of programs that run on a particular computer system. So, the multi-threading operating system allows different parts of software to run simultaneously. For example, if we are using a PowerPoint presentation and an Excel sheet to do different type of calculation part, we are using multi-threading operating system to make such processes possible. So in this way, multi-threading operating system allow different parts of software programs to run simultaneously. The examples are Unix, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 10, etc. Thank you so much. This was all about operating system and graphical user interface. I hope this presentation was fruitful. Looking forward for your positive response. Thank you and have a nice day.